Nick, let's roll.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain
Whoa.
above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I have not seen this kind of technology since the big MT from the Old World Blues DLC of Fallout New Vegas. Whew.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It can't be you.
What?
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors. I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times.
Oh, God.
I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute.
Whoa.
We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Okay, yeah.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi.
Yeah.
It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these? Or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her.
There's gotta be a way to tell, though, right?
She isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me.
Okay.
You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
What? No. No.
I'm a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I was with my wife. We were getting ready for the day. I
Silent.
had to take care of my boy, Sean. And, well, a lot's happened since then.
But no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign. Data is easy to migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation.
You go with trauma.
They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Alright. Cool.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi.
Yep.
She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
What's your deal?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting.
Yikes.
One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Okay,
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The Railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is, the risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
well, I mean,
Ideals aren't gonna protect escaped synths. We do what we have to.
I know that's what you think. I just... No. No, I shouldn't judge. I'm over here, far from the Commonwealth, in relative safety. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
No, I'm good. I'm good. That's it.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Okay, so this is Dima. He runs Acadia. Synth in charge. It's kind of a lot to take in.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Okay.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional.
He does kind of look like he's
That's not even
falling
mentioning
apart.
maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
What now?
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can, but no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Okay, what about
Can you
those?
tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Yeesh.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat
sure.
along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if
Man,
nothing else.
you're really
My
liking talking to that
understanding is
door.
that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there.
Fog crawlers are
What
terrifying.
might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of quests and stuff to go over while we're here. And hey, a water fountain. It's convenient because I'm thirsty.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Okay.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
Well, yeah. So her outfit looks like a synth courser. The elite synths that the Institute dispatches to find synths and bring them back.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
So, what's
But-
your story?
I used to work for the Institute, returning synths that had escaped.
Yeah.
I was tracking a synth
She was a
and
courser.
instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth, and the error of my ways.
Okay.
Hey.
What's the plan?
No. Hey.
Hey there.
Did you need something?
Yeah, you seem to...
I'd like to help you all.
Have a
Is there
quest.
anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped
A little
to
bit.
handle it.
Sure.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him.
Okay.
That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Got it. Alright, we can deal with that. But we still need to talk to Kasumi. God, the rads. Oh, the rads, they hurt so much. Whew. Well,
Start circuitry is completely fried.
Ahem.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
Hi.
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back.
Harsh.
Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Alright,
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things.
Yeah.
Track down answers.
a little bit.
That's what you do, right?
Yep.
That's why you came after me.
Yep.
What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Alright.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
Alright.
I'll help if I can. But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Okay. I'll figure this out.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
Okay. Whew. Never easy indeed. Hey, Nick. Want chat?
Hey,
Go ahead.
Nick.
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
I mean... Yeah, so this is dialogue you never get if you're in the middle of his quest to get all the friggin' holotapes.
Before I answer, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll keep. Don't worry. I just need to figure this all out.
I mean... Seems legit.
It's hard to deny it, Nick. The similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, or just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out. Helped me escape. There's gotta be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Got it. Well, what do you mean?
What kind of proof would we be looking for?
I don't know, But our best bet is to keep looking into Dima and Acadia.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, of course.
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
Yeah. Yeah, so all of this obviously is a lot to take in. Like, we're learning that... Oh, wait, how do I get out of here again? Yeah, here. I'm pretty sure one of these people can also remove the ridiculous amount of radiation I've taken. Yeah, here's their traders and stuff. One of you was a medic. This goes back up to Dima's room. Okay. I could probably just ask Dima straight up. I guess we'll see about that. That'll probably be really funny. Want to use a doctor, right? You?
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
Oh my god, it's terrible.
The term hellhole comes to mind.
Perhaps a bit harsh, but the environment certainly can be unforgiving. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
Okay, cool.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you. Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you
Cool.
could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my
Collect
research.
5 flowers.
I can
Got it.
offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
Yeah.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm
Oh, wait.
sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any,
No,
I'll be
no,
happy
I-
to take them.
Look, I thought that was a dialogue option that... Okay, look.
Can I help you?
Yeah, okay.
Still collecting asters?
I'm still...
I'm keeping an eye out for more flowers.
I know it can seem trivial.
Okay,
Can I help you?
but really, the radiation.
I could use a doctor.
Well, I'm the closest you're gonna get around here. What can I do for you?
Cool,
Not feeling so hot. Mind taking a look?
What ails you?
lot of radiation.
Feeling sick. I think it's
I
radiation.
think it's radiation.
Okay.
Yep.
I know I can take care of that for you.
Cool, thank you.
Something else I can do for you?
Whew, just top me off.
Hurt all over.
I've seen worse. We can deal with this.
Yeah, Good lord. Cool, so that's that. One of you will trade.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
I am leaving soon.
I'll probably be leaving soon.
That's for the best. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk.
Okay,
it's nothing
then.
personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Alright.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
Don't worry, I won't. Okay. Yeesh. What's your deal?
Excuse me.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from. Let go of all that, and life gets simple.
That sounds pretty bleak to me.
It's all in how you look at it. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Okay.
Hey, Kasumi said she needed the key to the storage room downstairs. Can I borrow it?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, you could, but I lost it.
Great.
Should never have agreed to help Faraday move all that equipment in the observatory.
Great.
Like there could be anything I'm carrying that's going to damage Dima's computers. I was shoving things around in that upper floor that circles the wall of the telescope room, if that helps.
Alright, well, that's cool.
Need
But,
something?
hey, trading.
Let's see what you have.
Let's do some business.
Alright, so you see, there... This just makes me angry. Don't need that. That's also not great. Let's get rid of that as well. Cool. That's probably all we need to sell. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So yeah, this is where trading and stuff usually happens. Now, what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and make it back down the mountain. Make it to Longfellow's cabin. And first... Where's Dima? Hey.
Hey, Dima.
What can I do for you?
You know what?
I should get going.
Never
Of
mind.
course.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this
Never
nonsense.
mind.
with the atom
We're
bombs
not
and
just gonna...
there, nothing.
Because if we're presenting that as Kasumi's accusation in particular, we're just... We don't want to go there. That's... We're not gonna implicate Kasumi in this. That would just be rude. And we don't want that right now. What we're gonna Alright, I have 5 quests here. Okay. So anyway, here's the island. We've got a couple points on the map already, thanks to finding that that book in the last plank, the bar. And here's Acadia. Here's Far Harbor. These are the most important points. What you want to do is get to Longfellow's cabin, because there we're going to set up our settlements on the island. Our one safe harbor in this Far Harbor. And, you know, I'm really hoping that on the way back down we don't get quite as much radiation. What's that? Great name. Not terrifying at all. Aster.
We're trucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
After this, I think I need to go upstairs and make sure that our dog isn't doing something insane. Jumping around a lot, it sounds like. She's probably just playing with one of her toys, but I'll have to check that out. So far, I'm not sucking down as many rads as I would have feared. Right now I'm just trying to follow the path that Longfellow led us along. So, I know this has been a lot of talking in this episode, basically. Really just piles and piles of dialogue. But there's a good reason for that. I mean, this is a very plot-heavy DLC. So much of it has to do with, is there a thing? Aha! Flowers. But so much of this is just... So much of this has to do with Nick. The story of how he came to be who he is and where he is. How he escaped the Institute. And, you know, it's just kind of heavy. Okay, well, it looks like at least the stuff on the path we ran into on the way up isn't going to bother us a second time. Need to get that way. See, Longfellow's cabin, him being the kind of weird, creepy loner, is a good ways off the beaten path. Located such that it's going to be good that I have the perk that means I don't take radiation from water. Oh my god, look at how much less radiation I took there. Normally, I would have kept the vault suit that you get at the beginning of the game, because that gives you some very, very good, just basic radiation and energy resistance out of the gate. Is there anything in here? Is this a place I can... Biotics? Hell yes. Okay, chemistry station. Can I, like, go inside this place, or is this just a purely... This might just be a purely exterior location. In fact, that's what it's looking like. Right now, I'm open to taking any little bit of salvage. It's going to help set up the settlement, and then it'll be less that I have to go to Far Harbor to... Yeah, okay. There's no interior here. That's fine. Good. I needed more of that. Oh, right. You. Shut you. Oh, right. There's an up. Can I go? There's a guy up here. Crap. Can I make that? I don't know if I can make... I don't think I can make that. That's fine. Alright, so is it... Do I turn here? I turn here. I've always wondered what these skeletons are of. I'm not sure I want to, like, find out in a personal manner. I've always been curious, you know? Anyway, there's Longfellow's cabin. I don't know or remember if anything is supposed to jump me on my way up there. Fine. I will have some mute fruit. Totally happy. And some water. Seems like I'm trapped. But it isn't. Ah, this is good to see. So I need to find the workbench. I can start actually getting this place set up. Aha! Cool. Cool. Alright. So first things first. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay, so I can't build artillery here. I can't. It's not even an option for me. But that's okay, because the first thing I need is a bed. And if you're wondering, no, it never really gets properly light here. It's always going to be kind of foggy and gray and crappy. But let's rest up. Let's rest up. I feel like we've done a lot here. I'll probably scavenge around here, and it's kind of light.
Once, let me find a pair of socks that don't have holes in them.
Longfellow makes for an interesting roommate. Ooh. Wool. Oh good, it's extra foggy today. But I'll probably spend a little time getting this place set up for at least enough of an outpost that I can live here, if not attract settlers and have it be more functional. Because I can, if I get settlers, I can connect this place to the Commonwealth. But I need more than just Longfellow living here to do that, so. We learned a lot today. Learned a lot about Far Harbor, about Acadia, about Dima, a little bit about Nick. But it's time to actually start adventuring out into the fog. Which is a terrifying prospect. Anyway, we'll handle that later.